Today's topic is vital statistics. Vital statistics is the statistics related to important events. Important events means vital events in life of a human being, such as birth, death, illness, marriage, etc. All these are the vital events. So, if you see here, the vital events are birth, death, illness, and marriage, and etc. The events which are related to the vital events are called as vital statistics. And when we are studying with the vital statistics, at the same time we must know about what is the demography. So demography is the scientific study of population. Demography mainly consists of mortality, morbidity, fertility, reproduction, and migration. These five are mainly in the demography. Demography means scientific study of population. So if you see here, the scientific study of population under the mortality. So what is mortality? Let us see here. Demography and vital statistics, the relationship between the demography and vital statistics. Mortality means deaths, morbidity means disease pattern, fertility means birth, reputation means marriage, and migration means moving. Once again I am repeating, mortality means deaths, morbidity means disease or illness, disease pattern, fertility means birth and reproduction, reputation is marriage, age at marriage is the most important one. So which is so because of that, reputation is also part of demography. And migration. Okay, so migration, moving from one place to the other place, that is also a very important one under the demography. So if you see here, under the vital statistics, so under the vital statistics we have mortality, morbidity, and fertility. So birth, death, illness, and reputation. Reputation means marriage. These are the vital events in the life. So next one is about the medical statistics. So medical statistics includes, in addition to vital statistics, health and population statistics. Once again I am repeating, medical statistics include, in addition to vital statistics, health and population statistics, as well as statistical methods. So if you see here, medical statistics includes vital statistics, population statistics, and statistical methods. Here, medical statistics is also part of vital statistics. The facts of vital events are usually expressed in terms of rates and ratios. The facts of vital events are usually expressed in terms of rates and ratios. The rates serve as health indices of the population. If you see any country, any country health status is going to be reflected with health status is going to be reflected with the health indices. Okay, and so index of the health. For example, birth rate, death rate, infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, and total fertility rate, and etc. are important vital index of each and every country, which is reflecting the health status of that particular country. So let us see here. The next one is what are rates? Rates are also important for planning and administration of health services. Okay, so if you plan and administrate the health services, these rates are going to play a very, very important role. For example, and today we are seeing the huge problem of COVID-19. Okay, so daily the statistics is going to play a very, very important role, whether we are interested or not interested. Okay, and so the news is definitely we are going to see the statistics today. How many new cases are there? What are the total recorded cases? How many number of deaths are there, which is called as the fatality rate. So what is the death rate? And so three things are going to play an important role. How many number of new cases are there? How many number of total cases are there? How many deaths are recorded? So at present daily, for example, we are watching and we are seeing all these things maximum number of times. But at the same time, okay, so for comparison, okay, so how the disease is going to spread rapidly, and we have different types of comparison. Okay, so the fatality rate. Okay, so we are comparing with the help of the fatality rate. Okay, so for example, if you see the case fatality rate, okay, so we are going to see the case fatality rate in between the country and the states, and we are comparing. Okay, so at present, for example, for COVID-19, it is around 3.5, and from the last 2 days, it is increased to almost 4.5. So these rates are going to play a very, very important role in the crucial time during the epidemics. And if you see, the rates are related to a specified time period, usually a specified time period. Okay, so if you had seen, okay, so before March, we doesn't have this pandemic of COVID-19. Okay, so now we are seeing. So all these are, okay, so particularly on a particular, some diseases or some epidemics are seasonal. Some of the epidemics we are going to record maximum number of cases during the rainy season, and some other maximum cases we are going to record during the winter season, and some other like gastroenteritis and etc. we are going to record maximum cases during summer, and waterborne diseases. Okay, so during the rainy season, and because of the okay, so if you see here humidity. Okay, so and during the summer also we are recording the maximum number of cases. All these are maximum number of times we are going to see specified time period like the seasonal diseases. So usually for 1 year or specified or otherwise generally, okay, so we are going to take for 1 year all the rates per 1000 or per 1 year. Okay, and so specified particularly in the defined population, and sometimes for example we are going to consider for 3 months, 6 months and 1 year and etc. It depends upon the particular time period, and the rates generally, okay, so are per 1000 or per 100 per units. Okay, so generally if you see the case fatality rate, we are going to take per 100 as the units, and the remaining are per 1000 live births we are going to consider. So generally if you see, okay, and so the vital statistics are going to mainly divided into 3 types. So first one is mortality statistics, second one morbidity statistics, and the third one is fertility statistics. I'm once again repeating for you. Vital statistics is mainly divided into 3 types. The first one mortality statistics, and the second one morbidity statistics, and the third one fertility statistics. And for example, if you see what is mortality statistics, so mortality statistics related to, okay, and so about the deaths, and morbidity statistics related to disease pattern and illness, and fertility statistics related to birth and reproduction. So let us see here the first one, what is the mortality statistics. The following are some of the important mortality statistics. The following are some of the important mortality statistics rates. So for example, if you see the first one, crude death rate, which is called as CDR, crude death rate, and the second one, infant mortality rate, which is an important indicator. Okay, and so which is also an important indicator, IMR, And the next one, maternal mortality rate, MMR. This is also an important indicator of health status. Okay, so important indicator of health also. And the next one, specific death rate. And the next one is the neonatal mortality rate. I'm repeating, neonatal mortality rate. And the sixth one, post-neonatal mortality rate. And the next one, seventh one, that is perinatal mortality rate. And eighth one is case fatality rate. So these are the important rates of the mortality statistics. I am once again repeating: crude death rate, infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, specific death rate, neonatal mortality rate, post-neonatal mortality rate, perinatal mortality rate, and case fatality rate. So if you see here, the first one is crude death rate. And so how to find out crude death rate? Okay, so crude death rate is called as CDR. Crude death rate is called as CDR. Okay, so the total number of deaths during the year, the total number of deaths during the year divided by mid-year population in that particular year into 1000, and we are going to get the crude death rate. And so generally, for example, we are going to consider for 1 year. Okay, so how to take the mid-year population? This is an important MCQ also. If you see mid-year population, whatever the population exactly on July 1st, it is going every year July 1st, whatever the population is there, and the population, that population is going to be counted and considered for mid-year population. So July 1st, generally the population is constant. So, okay, so we are going to take that as mid-year population. Once again, I'm repeating. Okay, so the formula to find out the CDR is the total number of deaths during a particular year divided by mid-year population in the same year into 1000. So the next one is infant mortality rate, the second one. So if you see here, what is infant mortality rate? So what are infant deaths? Before that, let us see what is infant mortality rate. And so before that, I want to explain the different types of deaths: infant deaths, neonatal deaths, and post-neonatal deaths. So let us see, for example, what is this. I will explain with the help of the board. So if you see here, infant deaths. So infant deaths means deaths under 1 year of age. Infant deaths means deaths under 1 year of age. Next one, neonatal. Deaths under 28 days. Deaths under 28 days. So infant deaths. Okay, so deaths under 1 year of age. And the next one, neonatal deaths. Deaths under 28 days is called as neonatal deaths. And the next one is the third one is post-neonatal deaths. Post-neonatal deaths. So post-neonatal deaths means whatever the interval period from 28 days under 1 year of age, that is called as post-neonatal deaths. So from 28 days to 1 year. So whatever the deaths are recorded from 28 days to 1 year, that falls under the post-neonatal deaths. Just once again, I am explaining for you. Please see the first one. Deaths under 1 year of age, those are called as infant deaths. Deaths under 28 days are called as neonatal deaths. Okay, and so deaths from 28 days to 1 year of age, that is called as post neonatal deaths. Is it clear? So we are here. So the next one is infant mortality rate, the second one. Number of deaths under 1 year of age. Number of deaths under 1 year of age divided by the total number of live births into 1000. Once again, I am repeating. IMR, which is called as infant mortality rate, which is an important indicator of health, which is an important indicator of health status of that particular country. So it has lots of importance is there for IMR, infant mortality rate, and you have an essay type question. Define infant mortality rate. What are the causes of infant mortality rate in India? Explain preventive and control measures. So here we are getting the definition. Okay, so infant mortality rate is the number of infant deaths under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births into 1000. We are going to get this infant mortality rate. So next one is maternal mortality rate. So maternal mortality rate is also an important indicator of health. It is an important rate of vital statistics. Okay, so it also shows the health status of that particular country. So here it has lots of importance. This is also an important question. Once again, I am explaining what is MMR, maternal mortality rate. Number of deaths of mother due to pregnancy, delivery, and puerperium, and etc. during 1 year. Okay, so that means the duration is for 1 year divided by the total number of live births in the same year. Total number of live births in the same year into 1000, and we are going to get this one, which is known as a maternal mortality rate. So once again, I am explaining maternal mortality rate MMR. The total number of deaths of a mother due to pregnancy and its complications divided by total number of live births into 1000, and finally we are going to get this maternal mortality rate. Next one is specific death rate. Specific death rate is also called as SDR. It is mainly divided into 3 types. The first one is cause specific death rate, and the second one age specific death rate, and the third one sex specific death rate. Why I am repeating, under the specific death rate is mainly divided into 3 types. First one cause specific death rate, second one age specific death rate, and the third one sex specific death rate. So these are the 3 types of specific death rates if you see. And next one is you go for the first one, that is the cause specific death rate. If you see here, under the cause specific death rate, number of deaths of a particular cause, number of deaths of a particular cause or a specific cause or a specific disease during the year divided by mid-year population into 1000. Once again, I am repeating. Okay, so number of deaths due to particular cause or a specific disease during the year divided by mid-year population into 1000. Here, if you see, for the maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate, the denominator is total number of live births. But here, for the specific death rate, here, it is mid-year population. So the denominator is mid-year population. And the next one is age specific death rate. So according to the age, we are going to find out the specific causes of the disease and death rate and etc. according to the age. Here, if you see, age specific death rate is equal to number of deaths of a particular age group, during the particular year divided by mid-year population in the same age group during the same year into 1000. Once again, I'm repeating. Okay, so number of deaths of a particular age group during a particular year divided by mid-year population in the same age group in that particular year into 1000. Then we will get age-specific death rate. And the next one is the third one, sex-specific death rate. If you see here, number of deaths of males or females according to the, for example, if you want to find out males, we are going to take number of deaths of males. If you want to find out for females, we are going to take number of deaths of females. So number of deaths of males or females during the year divided by mid-year population of that particular sex into 1000, and finally we are going to get this sex specific death rate. And so we have discussed all the three specific death rates. The next one is neonatal mortality rate. What is neonatal mortality rate? Let us see. Neonatal mortality rate is, already I had explained what is neonatal mortality rate, what are neonatal deaths. So in that we have an addition here because we are finding a rate here. So neonatal mortality rate, which is also called as NNMR, number of deaths under 28 days, divided by total number of live births into 1000, and we are going to get the neonatal mortality rate. I'm repeating, number of deaths under 28 days divided by total number of live births into 1000. So this is also we can find out for during a year, particular year also we can find out. Next one is the post-neonatal mortality rate. Post-neonatal mortality rate. Let us see what is this. Number of deaths of infants from 28 days to under 1 year divided by total number of live births into 1000. Number of deaths of infants from 28 days to under 1 year. So in the neonatal we are taking from 28 days, and infant mortality rate we are taking the total deaths under 1 year. Here in the post neonatal mortality rate we are taking number of deaths of infants from 28 days to under 1 year. From 28 days to under 1 year divided by total number of live births into 1000. And so if you see here, next one is the perinatal mortality rate. So PMR, or we can call it as PNMR. So how to find out perinatal mortality rate? And the definition is late fetal deaths plus deaths under 1 week. That means under 7 days divided by total number of live births into 1000. Total number of live births into 1000. So if you see here, once again I am repeating, the perinatal mortality rate, late fetal deaths plus deaths under 1 week divided by total number of live births into 1000. If you see in this chapter, you have 3 questions are important. The first one for theory, the first one, define infant mortality rate. What are the causes of infant mortality rate in India? What are the preventive and control measures? Second question, define maternal mortality rate. Okay, so what are the causes of maternal mortality rate in India? Explain preventive and control measures. The third one, define perinatal mortality rate. What are the causes of perinatal mortality rate in India? Okay, so explain preventive and control measures of perinatal mortality rate in India. So when you are studying all the definitions we are getting here, okay, so which is easy for you to go for the what are the causes and how to prevent and control measures. So you can plan according to that how to read properly. Okay, and so all these 3 questions at a time. So this is also important for practicals also. So under the mortality, all these rates are all these under the vital statistics, under the mortality statistics, all these are important for the practicals also. If you see here, and the last one is case fatality rate. If you see what is case fatality rate. So case fatality rate is the remaining rates we are multiplying with 1000, but case fatality rate we are going to show for 1000. So if you see here we are multiplying with 100. I'm repeating what is case fatality rate. Okay, so we are seeing now, okay, so the present situation, daily we are getting the fatality rates, for example, case fatality rates because of COVID-19. Okay, so how many deaths are there? So, which is an important, okay, so during the pandemic times, epidemic times, so this is going to play a very, very important role. Okay, so that is case fatality rate. Number of deaths due to particular case or disease divided by number of attacked due to the same disease or same cases or disease into 100. So once again, I'm repeating, number of deaths due to particular case or disease divided by number of attacked due to the same cases or disease into 100, and then we are going to get the case fatality rate. So these are about 8 important mortality indicators. Okay, so try to remember properly. And the next one is fertility statistics. So under the fertility statistics, the following are some of the important fertility means birth and reproduction. The statistics which is related for birth and reproduction is called as fertility statistics. So the following are the some of the important fertility statistics. The first one is crude birth rate, which is called as CBR, crude birth rate. Second one, general fertility rate, which is called as GFR. And the third one is age-specific fertility rate. And the next one, total fertility rate. And the next one, gross reproduction rate, GRR. And the next one, net reproduction rate, NRR. I am repeating. The first one, crude birth rate, CBR. Second one, general fertility rate, GFR. Third one, age-specific fertility rate. Fourth one, total fertility rate, TFR. And the next one, gross reproduction rate and net reproduction rate. The first two, okay, so if you see the crude birth rate and general fertility rate is more important, okay, so is more important, and generally for the country statistics, okay, so the total fertility rate and gross reproduction rate and net reproduction rate are going to play an important role for the health status of that particular country. So if you see here, according to us, okay, so crude birth rate and general fertility rate is more important. Okay, so please go through with that and a specific fertility rate also. Next one is you go for the first one, that is what is crude birth rate. And the crude birth rate, for example, if you see here, for any country, the birth rate is going to play an important role. Okay, and so if you see how to find out this crude birth rate, the total number of births during a particular year divided by mid-year population in the same year into 1000. Once again, I'm repeating. Okay, so if you see here, the total number of births during the particular year, okay, and so divided by mid-year population in the same year into 1000. If you see here, the health status of the particular country is going to be identified with some of the important indicators like birth rate and death rate. Okay, and so health for all. Okay, and so you know that is also an important question, health for all. What is health for all? Okay, and so to improve the health status of each and every country. Okay, and so World Health Organization. Okay, and so had kept some targets. Okay, and so with the guidance of United Nations Organization, so we are formulated all these guidelines. Okay, so India also want to implement. Okay, and so health for all to achieve before 2000. We are formulated all the targets in 1983. Okay, and so to fulfill the targets before 2000. But okay, so we are failed in maximum targets except the death rate. Okay, and so controlling the death rate. Okay, so we are failed in controlling the birth rate also. Okay, and so maximum targets we are failed, and we have postponed the targets to achieve before 2010. And again we are failed, and again we are extended the okay, and so achievement of the target for 2020. Okay, and so 2020 also, let us see, for example, what is going to be happen. Okay, so at least we are going to achieve some of the targets in 2025 according to Health for All. So that is a separate topic for you. In that we are going to discuss what are the targets, but birth rate and death rate and infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate. And if you see, if you take these four, okay, so except the death rate, we are failed in almost all the targets and postpone the targets to achieve before 2020. So if you see 1983, we are formulated, okay, so the targets and we want to achieve. Okay, and so in 1982 we are formulated. We started implementing from 1983, and we want to achieve the target in 2020. And so here, if you see the gap is 17 years, so 1983 to 2000, 17 years we are unable to achieve the targets. We are failed in the targets, and again we are okay. So postponed the targets to achieve uh, before 2020. That means another 20 years. Okay, so let us see what is going to be happen to achieve health for all. So such a type of importance is there for crude birth rate, and the next one is the general fertility rate. So if you see here the general fertility rate, for infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate, the denominator is the total number of live births, and here which is opposite to that. The numerator is number of live births. Now I'm repeating. Okay, and so I'm explaining what is general fertility rate. Total number of live births divided by number of females in the reproductive age group 15 to 45 years. Number of live births divided by number of females in the reproductive age group 15 to 45 years into 1000. And finally, we are going to get this general fertility rate. According to the Indian classification, okay, so the reproductive age group is 15 to 45 years. We are going to consider that. In some other countries, okay, so the reproductive age group is from 12 to 50 years or 12 to 45 years, 15 to 50 years. It depends upon that particular country. In India, we are considering from 15 to 45 years. So next one is age-specific fertility rate. So what is age-specific fertility rate? If you see here, number of births of women of a particular age group, number of births of women of particular age group divided by number of women in the same age group in 2000. Number of births of women of particular age group divided by number of women in the same age group into 1000. We are going to get age-specific birth rate. Okay, and so according to the specific ages, we can find out. For example, 10 to 20, we can find out. We can find out 20 to 40 also. We can find out 20 to 30 also. We can find out 40 to 60 also, 40 to 50 also. It depends upon the particular age group, whatever we are going to consider. So if you see now the most important one, guys. So up to now I had explained about mortality statistics and morbidity and fertility statistics for you, and you have an idea. So your work is going to be started now. Okay, so in the journal, okay, so we have different examples are there. Okay, when you are referring some of these examples with the theory topics also, you can cover the practical things also. Here, the first example, how to find out, I'm explaining. The vital data of a CTA for a particular year is given below. The vital data of CTA for a year is given below. Mid-year population is 5 lakhs. Mid-year population is 5 lakhs. Total number of live births is 15,000. Number of deaths is 6,000. Number of deaths under 1 year of age is 1275. Deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications are 30. So here, calculate the following. So we are going to find out, they are asking you to find out the first one. Okay, and so is calculate the following. First question is find crude birth rate, that is CBR. Second one, crude death rate, that is CDR. And the third one is infant mortality rate, IMR. And the next one is maternal mortality rate, MMR. So how to find out? These are the 4 questions. I am repeating, the data is provided for you. Okay, and so mid-year population is given 5 lakhs, number of live births is given 15,000, number of deaths are given 6,000, number of deaths under 1 year of age is 1275, deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications are given 30. So they are asking to calculate the first question, crude birth rate, crude death rate, infant mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. So if you see how to find out, guys, and so I will explain for you how to find out. Okay, and I will show. So first one is the most important one before finding. if you see here, first write down. Okay, so when you are solving these examples, the most important one is first write down the formula, right? And so then already the data is provided for you. First write down the formula. The data is provided for you. Substitute the data and then find out. Understood? And then find out. Okay, so the simple calculators are allowed for you. Okay, and so by using the calculators, because all these are the big figures, so with the help of the simple calculators, you can find out even during the examination also. So if you see here, whatever the data is provided for you, with the help of the data, don't forget to first write down, okay, so the formula, then substitute the values, okay, and so then find out the solution. So if you see here, all these are, except the case fatality rate, all the remaining are, the units are per 1000 live births. Understood? Per 1000. So if you see, I will explain with the help of the whiteboard. Okay, and so then it will be easy for you to find out, and then I will show the solutions for you, right? And so please go through with this, try to follow properly. So whatever the data is provided for you, they are asking you to find out some of these things like crude birth rate. So the first question is the crude birth rate. Okay, so which is called as CBR, which is called as CBR. And so if you see here, number of births are total number of births during a year divided by mid-year population into 1000. Crude birth rate, CBR, number of births divided by mid-year population into 1000. And so here, all the data is provided for you. Please check here. It is 15,000. Total number of births are given 15,000. And mid-year population is 5 lakhs. Into 1000. So this is going to become 30. 30. This is a 30. Okay, so per 1000 live births. So units are per 1000. If you see crude birth rate, once again I'm explaining. Number of births divided by mid-year population. That is, this data is provided. We have substituted. Number of live births is 15,000, and mid-year population is 5 lakhs into 1000, and finally we are getting CBR is equal to 30. Any doubts? Please go through. Okay, in the same way, you must find out the second one, that is crude death rate. Crude death rate, which is called as CDR. Which is called as CDR. And let us see what is this one. Total number of deaths during a year. Total number of deaths during a particular year divided by median population of the same year into 1000. This is the formula to find out the crude death rate CDR. Number of total number of deaths or number of deaths during a particular year divided by median population of the same year into 1000. Let us see here. Death rates are given 6,000. Death rates are given 6,000 and median population is 5 lakhs. And 6,000 divided by 5 lakhs, how much it is? It is 12. Right? So, number of deaths or total number of deaths during a particular year divided by median population in the same year into 1,000, that is going to be 12, which is CDR, crude death rate. And the next one is, here we have 4 questions. The next one is, please go through with that one. Right? Next one is infant mortality rate. Next one is infant mortality rate, which is called as IMR. IMR, how to find out the IMR is total number of deaths are under 1 year of age number of deaths under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births in 2000. Once again, I am repeating. Number of deaths under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births into 1,000. And here, the total number of live births are given 1275. Total number of live births are given 1275. And number of deaths under 1 year of age is 1275. And the total number of live births are 15,000. So this is 85. IMR is 85. Once again, I am repeating. Number of deaths under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births into 1,000. And so, number of deaths under 1 year of age is 1275. And total number of live births are 15,000. And we are multiplying with 1,000. And finally, it is 85. And finally, in this way, you must solve infant mortality rate. Any doubts? And the next one and the last one, that is maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate, which is called as MMR. So what is MMR? Let us see here. Already you know. Deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications divided by total number of live births into 1,000, and we are going to get this one, which is known as maternal mortality rate. I am repeating: deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications divided by total number of live births into 1,000. So here, deaths of mother is 13, and live births are say 15,000. And the 1,000, and it is 2, and it is 2. Please go through. Maternal mortality rate is 2. So in this way, we are going to find out all the 4. We are going to find out all these 4. Okay, so we got infant mortality. So infant mortality rate. First one is crude birth rate, that is 13, and crude death rate, that is 12. Infant mortality rate is 85. And the maternal mortality rate is 2. So any doubts, please go through. Okay, so for the remaining questions, you must answer in the same way. Okay, so first write down the formula and substitute the values and find out. Any doubts? So if you see here, okay, so already, okay, so I had explained for you with the help of the board. Okay, so the same things are given here. Crude birth rate. Okay, so that is 30. Crude death rate is 12. And infant mortality rate, the next one, it is 85. And maternal mortality rate is 2. Any doubts? Please go through. And now you must find out this example. I'm repeating. If you see here, in a small town with median population 3 lakhs, the number of live births in the year 2018 was 7,500. During that year, the total number of deaths were 2,700. And the deaths under 1 year of age is 450. And the deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications are 30. And calculate the following. The first one, crude birth rate. Second one, crude death rate. And the third one, infant mortality rate. And the fourth one, maternal mortality rate. This is for your exercise. Once again, I'm repeating. In a small town with median population of 3 lakhs, the live births in the year 2018 were 7,500. During that year, the total number of deaths were 2,700. Deaths under 1 year of age is 450. And deaths of mother due to pregnancy and its complications are 30. Find out the crude birth rate, crude death rate, infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate. Can you do it? Please try to find out in the same way. Okay, so you are going to get the values. First you substitute the, first write down the formula, then substitute the values and find out. Okay, can you do it? Thank you very much. And the next one, okay, so you had it out, what are the answers? So CBR, you will get 25 per 1000 live births, CDR 9 per 1000 live births, and IMR is also 16, and MMR is 4. Okay, and so you find out whether your answers are matching or not in the solution. Okay, and the next example is the final example. This is here we are going to find out different types of other things. If you see here in this example, population of a town is 60,000. Live births in that particular year is 1800. Number of deaths under 1 year of age is 162. Infant deaths under 28 days is 54. Infant deaths from 28 days to 1 year is 108. Infant deaths under 7 days is 70. Late fetal deaths are 13. Females in the age group 15 to 45 years is 4,000. Find the following. If you see here, the first question is perinatal mortality rate. Second question, general fertility rate. And the third one is neonatal mortality rate. And the fourth one is post-neonatal mortality rate. And the last question is infant mortality rate. Once again, please go through with the data. Okay, and so please go through with the data. Okay, and so here population of a town is 60,000. Number of live births in 1 year is 1800. Number of deaths under 1 year of age is 162. Number of deaths under 28 days is 54. Infant deaths from 28 days to 1 year is 108. Infant deaths under 7 days is 17. And late fetal deaths are 30. Females in the age group is 15 to 45 years is 4,000. So here we are asking to find out perinatal mortality rate, general fertility rate, neonatal mortality rate, post-neonatal mortality rate, and infant mortality rate. So, okay, so if you see, the remaining you know, but I am explaining with the help of this slide. Already you know how to find out the perinatal mortality rate. I have explained for you the formula and etc. If you see here, perinatal mortality rate, fetal deaths plus deaths under 1 week divided by total number of live births into 1000. Late fetal deaths plus deaths under 1 week divided by total number of live births into 1000. We are going to get this one. And here the data is given. Late fetal deaths are 30, deaths under 1 week is 70. 30 plus 70 divided by total number of live births are 1800, and so into 1000. And so finally we are getting the perinatal mortality rate is 55.55. 55.55. Okay, and the next one is the general fertility rate, GFR, general fertility rate. Number of live births divided by number of females in the reproductive age group 15 to 45 years into 1000. Number of live births divided by number of females in the reproductive age group 15 to 45 years into 1000. That is 1800 divided by 4000 into 1000. And this is 450. Right? And so the next one is neonatal mortality rate. So number of deaths under 28 days divided by total number of live births into 1000. So number of deaths under 28 days is given as 54 and the total number of live births are 1800. Substitute the values and multiply with 1000 and its neonatal mortality rate is 30. Right? You can solve on your own. Just I am explaining for you. And the next one is the post neonatal mortality rate. So here post neonatal mortality rate is number of infant deaths from 28 days to under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births into 1000. Okay, so if you see here, number of deaths from 28 days to infant deaths from 28 days to under 1 year is given as 108 divided by 1800 into 1000. It is 60. You are getting 60. So if you see here, you are getting all the values. Next one is infant mortality rate. It is already you know infant number of infant deaths under 1 year of age divided by total number of live births into 1000. That is number of infant deaths under 1 year of age is 162. 162 divided by 1800 into 1000. That is 90. We are getting this value. Right? Understood? So now we got all the values. So for this example, if you see, okay, and so you write down about all these values. I hope that you are understood with all these three examples. Right? Any doubts? Please go through. Any doubts? So here perinatal mortality rate is 55.55 and general fertility rate is 450 and neonatal mortality rate is 30. Post neonatal mortality rate is 60 and infant mortality rate is 90. Right? And so now please check. Okay, so if anybody is not completed this chapter in the practicals, okay, so you can copy this in the practicals also under vital statistics, all the three examples. So any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, so I hope that you understood, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.